conceptual perspective these days. People talk about it as success, all of the elements.
Hello everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace here dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having an unbelievable day, night, evening, whatever time you're going to be watching this presentation. I'm not going to be long, but I wanted to take time to talk to you. By now you have heard about the 7-day online business launch. Let me tell you what is going on here. For over 12 years, I have worked to develop and build a presence online after experiencing some catastrophic setbacks in business, which I've been doing my entire adult life. In the late 2000s, I decided that I was going to launch my recovery of my business and reestablish my business career using primarily online tools. This started as a must. This was me rebuilding from scratch. Over time, I did it for different things. I've done everything from write content for retail shops. I've had a client, First Choice Lighting in the UK. I did all of their site content, including their product descriptions. Had a couple of clients I picked up in Perth and Sydney, Australia, doing the same thing. Then I graduated to doing my own content. Then I graduated to doing what I absolutely love and was doing in a direct face-to-face environment, and that's counseling, consulting, coaching, and helping people change their lives. It started out small, and I scaled it. I built a presence in different places, built the sites, did all of these different things. So I developed and learned a lot of it on my own, and other times I hired people to teach me, but I knew what I had to do. The one thing that has remained the same is the way that I launch. I always launch low cost entry. I don't need a whole lot of startup capital to put an idea out there. I just need the idea out there, and I will find the people whose problems and needs it solves, and I will grow my industry and my market share that way. And what I have decided is that I have taught a lot of my clients who come to me for other reasons, but a part of what they do is business. I've taught them how to launch online and how to do it in 7 days or less. I can literally come up with an idea, and by the end of the day, today, I can have that idea up online and the first sale. And it's just from learning and knowing what to do and how to do it. I'm not telling you it's easy. I'm telling you that it takes work, it takes awareness, it takes knowledge, but it's possible. In a time where the economy is so volatile, in the time where companies are downsizing, in the time where people are unhappy on their job at an alarming rate. Because this is the industry I work in, it's for helping people elevate and achieve. There's a lot of things I'm aware of. I'm aware of the fact that 85% of the people in this country wake up every day and go to a job they hate. That is literally what I call committing spiritual suicide and a slow, agonizing death that will probably take place long before you should, because that constant misery and stress is triggering the brain to trigger the adrenal gland to produce cortisol and adrenaline, which in short bursts has unbelievable capacity to help you in an emergency situation. But in a chronic state, it is devastating on the immune system, devastating on the organs. So it's literally creating a slow and agonizing death. So what I did is I came up with the 7-day online business launch. I created it for people who want to either supplement their income, change their careers, create diverse forms of income, because I've done it many times. I do it. I have more than 20 sites up and running. I can't tell you how many landing pages I've created that generate revenue. And what am I doing? I'm creating things that work for me. A lot of it is automated. Some of the stuff I forgot is out there. that every now and then I'll look up and something pops up in the account and says, you just completed a transaction for blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, well, that's still out there. And then I might get an idea to go promote it, or just leave it there, and people who are organically looking for it will find it. The beautiful thing is you can literally do this with little to no startup capital. Again, starting with organic traffic and knowing how to promote your site or your landing page or your social media page or whatever, however you do it. There's a number of different ways to do it, and I'm going to teach you those things. But to promote it organically, to put it out in front of the people who actually need what it is you're providing. I'm going to also show you how to do it if you don't have your own product or service. There is so much to be done out there. There's so many markets. There's so much need. There's so many problems to be solved. As long as there's a problem to be solved, there's money to be made. People will pay you for the solutions to their problems. It's that simple. That's what a business is. A business is finding what people need in the way of problem solving, or need or desire in the way of something in its tense. I don't like to deal personally in my business in things where people are buying what they want. Why? Because people jump on trends. What's wanted today will not be wanted tomorrow. I like to solve problems that are going to exist. People want to advance. People want to be better. People want to learn how to do more. People want to live optimally. People want to deal with their trauma. Those are things that I know are going to always be there. And that's where I hung my hat, but that's not all I do online. I want to teach you how to use this formula, how to get started within 7 days, have an operation up, and then be able to replicate that anytime you see an opportunity or an idea comes, to create these diverse streams of income that will create balance and hedge you on whatever it is you decide to do primarily. I'm able to do what I do primarily because I'm hedged by the things around me that I do, that allow me to, when it's necessary, to take a risk and to invest in myself and to flow cash into something that leaves me in a situation. I know over the long haul I'm gonna be okay. Why? Because I'm hedged. And that's the thing that you have to build. But I'm gonna teach you all of this. And I just wanted to give a real quick explanation of what's going on, but this is something I've done. This isn't something I just picked up and thought I would throw out there. This is me and what I've done and what's worked for me. I have yet to launch a company that has not come to profitability. Number one is because the formula on the front end is so strong. That means I go in at a very low cost. I don't need a whole lot of startup capital. I just need the idea. I want to show you how to take an idea and monetize it, basically. And on that note, I'm gonna get off. Take this opportunity, click the link that's associated to wherever this video is popping up and showing, because it's going to be in a lot of different places. So click that link, register for the course. I'm going to be teaching this course at least throughout the summer on the weekends. Obviously, the summer is my birthday, so maybe something I'm going to take off, maybe 1 or 2 weekends. But for the most part, on Saturdays, I'm going to be teaching this, so you can find a course that's comfortable for you, jump in and get in. But I want you to go into fall on fire. And so I want to set you up for that. If you are really, truly, in any way looking to get off the treadmill, looking to get into a place where you have more control over the revenue that you earn, you have more control over the direction and the freedom and the liberty to do what you want to do, and you're not strapped down to doing something you don't like doing just because it pays the bills, this is an opportunity for you to move. So on that note, I'm gonna jump off of here. Thank you guys for dropping in and checking in with me. I'm out. Hello everybody, it's Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in. Hope everybody's had a great day. Hope you got your week off to a great start. I'm going to be as brief as I possibly can. I'm almost to my destination, so maybe have 5 minutes tops, but check this out. There's this thing called the Great Resignation. I'm pretty sure you heard of it. You may not know exactly what it means. It means that the pandemic kicked off a series of events that ultimately culminated in a large number of people resigning from their positions. What happened is, during this time frame of people being forced to be at home, learning how to do their jobs from home, learning how to do their jobs digitally using a number of different technological advances, they also learned that there was a different way to do their job. They also learned that they had more value in the workplace than their employers were leading them to believe, and it has ultimately led to a lot of open jobs because people are simply stepping away from the workforce for a number of different reasons. Because the opening of the jobs and the plentifulness of jobs in certain areas especially, what that has done is create the opportunity for people to leave jobs they're not happy with and go to other jobs. But here's what's happening at a phenomenal rate that really has everybody paying attention. And it's something I predicted like damn near 20 years ago when the internet first really started to become mainstream, when everybody started to get computers in their homes and laptops, and then it became something accessible to everyone. And definitely when they came out with the smartphone with the ability to easily access and surf the internet, surf the web, I said eventually the entire workforce is going to have a shift. It's going to be because there's too many things that a person can do to amplify their skills and use their skills on their own. Well, what's happening is about 40% of the people who are resigning, and the numbers are actually staying steady. So it's not a trend. This isn't just something that happens and it's going to die down and everything's going to go back to normal. It will never go back to normal. What used to be before the pandemic in the way of workforce, in the way of customer engagement, in the way business is done, it's going to forever be changed, and it's for the good, but you're going to have to understand how the game is played in order to position yourself. So 40% of those who are resigning are choosing not to go back into the workforce in a traditional sense. So they're not just resigning to go find another job, they're resigning to create their own. And so they're entering the workforce. Now, this is huge. This is one of the reasons why I started to emphasize at the end of last year my course to teach people how to start a business online. I also started to reshape my business myriad solutions to be able to provide resources to people who wanted to build online presences or start small businesses. And there's so many things that you need to know. But the beautiful thing is that we can shorten the learning curve. Well, not only am I teaching people how to start an online business in less than 7 days using a blueprint that I've been using for, the last 12 years at least, I'm also teaching courses in areas where there is a high demand. For instance, I've done so much copywriting over the last 12, 13 years that it's crazy. And when you know how to write copy, this isn't simply writing articles, but there is a space for that too, and it plays well. But when you know how to write copy, you can literally sit up and write the check and have people cash it. Why? Because all of these businesses that are coming together that are being created online need copy. They need copy for sales. They need copy for engagement. They need written prose articles to create relevant content on a regular basis to increase their organic search rankings on search engines like Google and Bing. They need so much more. They need description writers. I have literally written entire catalog descriptions for a company called First Choice Lighting in the UK, about 10 years ago. I did all of their stuff for them. It kept me afloat while I was restructuring and building my business. I'm telling you that there's a way to get out there in this place and expand yourself, even if it's to supplement income for your number one job. Or if you're looking to say, hey, look, I don't like where I'm at, or I lost my job, or I can't find a good paying job, this is an opportunity to get out there. Not only can I teach you how to get out there and literally be on deck and be able to accept money within 7 days. I can also teach you skills that you can go out there. And those aren't the only skills out there. SEO, talked about search engine optimization, which I just got through talking about organic search rankings. That's search engine optimization. That's being able to create the content and ensure that the website functions a certain way, ensure that it's mobile friendly, and definitely now, because most most internet searches, about 85% of first time searches are now done on a mobile device. So all of these things are immensely important. And coding is another thing that's going to be in extremely high demand moving forward. Coding, copywriting, and I'm going to give you an entire list of some of the things that are out there and what we're doing to make sure we can teach people how to master these things within 6 months to a year. It doesn't take a long time. If you need a new skill to start a new career, you can be out there. And the beautiful thing is you don't need a degree. You just need to be efficient at it, because if you're efficient at it and you can show your work, there are people out there that will hire you. People are learning that they don't need degrees to get in the door. And businesses are learning that they can't demand degrees and pay a certain amount. Businesses are also learning that some of the greatest performers don't come in with these long pedigrees. So all of this is an opportunity for you to get in and make something happen. I'm going to leave 2 links in there. I'm going to, in the description box, I'm going to leave a link in the description box so that you can sign up for me to teach you how to start the business. And there's a lot to it, but it can be done. And it can be done within 7 days. I have a step-by-step process that I'm teaching. I'm also taking it online, so it's eventually going to be an online course. It's a digital course now that I deliver to you. And I'm actually teaching this course personally on weekends, but I'm only going to do it once I get to 50 people. I'm stopping, because I'm going to shift all of the focus on the online course, and that's where we're going to deliver that starting probably in a couple of weeks. So we got maybe a couple of more weeks to get in at this price. So for almost 25% of what it would normally cost just to get the course, you're going to get me to teach it to you step by step and be a resource so that you can follow up with me. And I'm also going to leave a link so that you can check out the copywriting course. For a 6-month course, it's a winner. But because you're going to come out and literally be in a position to make the money you're going to spend on the course back within the first 30 days. So the first 30 days of finishing that course, and you may be good enough to get out there and start earning before you finish the course. There are a bunch of spaces where you can. People aren't, asking for degrees in certain spaces. They're asking for people who can perform and deliver. And I'm going to show you how to perform and deliver, how you can sit up and make sure that you're going to be okay in these during these economic uncertainties that we're starting to experience. There's always a way. And the thing is, as long as you know there's always a way, you're going to be good. On that note, I'm about to check out of here, get in here and actually do an unwind. This is my final unwind thing from the birthday thing. Yesterday was the actual birthday, but today is my last day kind of just chilling. I went to work and worked, but I got some things I'm really processing. This is a new start for me in so many different ways. 55 is a new start for me in so many different ways, and I'm still processing it. I'm still adapting and adjusting, but hey, I'm ready to make things happen. On that note, look, I'm going to get out of here, but definitely go there, click that link, and start making moves that can change your life.